The tongue is one of the strongest muscles in the body. It's actually the most sensitive place for our sense of touch, and it allows us to talk, taste food, and to swallow. Plus, according to the principles of traditional Chinese medicine, the tongue plays an important role in determining the treatment of health conditions. For this reason, a white tongue can be viewed as a warning sign of a possible health issue like oral thrush or poor oral hygiene. There are simple natural remedies to get rid of white tongue, bad breath, and to boost your oral health. A healthy tongue is pink and covered with papillae, small nodules that are on the surface of the tongue and have a rough texture. When your tongue appears white, that means food debris, bacteria, and dead cells have been lodged between the inflamed papillae. White tongue is usually harmless and only temporary, but it can be an indication of an infection or some serious condition. A white tongue can be caused by dehydration, poor oral hygiene, illness or infection, dry mouth, fever, reaction to certain medications including antibiotics or steroids, Candida or yeast infection, smoking or tobacco use, alcohol use, spicy foods like habanero and jalapeno peppers, and congenital heart disease in adults. The most common cause of white tongue is dehydration or dry mouth, and this makes a breeding ground for bacteria. If you don't diligently brush your tongue and teeth at least twice a day, you increase the risk of developing white tongue. White tongue is often due to a growth of Candida, a fungus that causes yeast infections or oral thrush. It's actually perfectly normal for the fungus of Candida to live in your mouth, but when it accumulates, it can spread to the roof of the mouth, the gums, the tongue, the tonsils, and the back of your throat, and this creates white tongue, white lesions, redness, and even bleeding. Aside from white tongue, other Candida symptoms can include chronic fatigue, skin and nail fungal infections, and brain fog. Sometimes the white tongue can't be scraped off, and it doesn't go away after using antifungal treatments, and this can be the result of a more serious condition. A white tongue and sore throat might be the symptoms of a strep throat. The white tongue can also be due to bacterial infections such as syphilis or periodontal disease, or a chronic autoimmune disorder called lichen planus. HIV and AIDS, leukoplakia, when the cells in the mouth grow excessively, and geographical tongue, the reddish spots on the tongue with a white border, are other conditions that can cause the white tongue or white patches on the tongue, and these conditions require medical attention. Tongue coating is one of the most important foundations of tongue diagnosis in traditional Chinese medicine. It plays an important role in determining and treating health issues. According to the principles of traditional Chinese medicine, the tongue coating is formed by the evaporation of stomach qi, which means vital energy, and it's closely related to the condition of the body organs, the body fluid, and the blood. It's believed changes of the tongue coating can't be separated from the inner environment of the body. Research published in BMC Complementary and Alternative Medicine suggests the tongue coating is caused by processes of the spleen and the stomach, and the tongue coating changes rapidly in the development of chronic gastritis or inflammation of the stomach. When considering the views of Chinese medicine, it's clear a thick white coating reveals a lot about a person's digestive and overall health. A thick white coating on the back at the centre of the tongue can be a sign of an overloaded digestive system. This can be caused by an imbalance of good bacteria in the gut, nutritional deficiencies, and stress. Whether or not your white tongue is a sign of a serious health concern is pointing out something isn't right. That's why you should work to naturally treat the issue by re-establishing the good bacteria in your gut, by ridding them out of bacteria, and by avoiding the growth of Candida. An imbalance of the healthy bacteria in the gut can lead to oral thrush and white tongue coating, and taking probiotic supplements and eating probiotic foods help to balance the bacteria in the gut and to treat health conditions that are related to the Candida. Several studies have suggested probiotics can be beneficial for oral health because they inhibit the adhesion of the unwanted microbes. The probiotic bacteria seem to affect both oral microbiota and immune response, so they can help prevent the tongue inflammation and the growth of bacteria on the tongue. One of the many uses of baking soda is its ability to exfoliate the tongue, removing any residual cause of the white tongue and maintaining good pH value in the mouth by neutralizing acid. Research shows baking soda, or sodium bicarbonate, possesses substantial inhibitory activity against Staphylococcus mutans in saliva and plaque. Exposure to the baking soda can cause statistically significant decreases in the number of bacterial cells in the mouth, and this was shown in research conducted by the Dow's Institute for Dental Research at the University of Iowa's College of Dentistry. Simply mix a teaspoon of the baking soda with lemon juice until it creates a paste. Then add this mixture to your toothbrush and brush your tongue and mouth. Coconut oil pulling is one of the best ways to remove bacteria from the mouth. This oral detoxification is commonly used in Ayurvedic medicine. Ayurveda advises oil pulling to purify the entire system, as it holds that each section of the tongue is connected to a different organ in the body, and the oil sucks the debris and the toxins out of the mouth and creates a clean, antiseptic oral environment. Research shows oil pulling can be used as an effective remedy for maintaining and improving oral health. It's been shown to be just as effective as mouthwash at improving bad breath and reducing the microorganisms that cause the buildup of bacteria in the mouth and cause white tongue. Although you can use olive oil and sesame oil, coconut oil is recommended. It's highly absorbable and it has the power to kill Candida. The oil pulling is simply done by swishing a tablespoon of coconut oil in your mouth for 10 to 20 minutes. Then spit out the oil, rinse your mouth with warm water and brush your teeth as normal. There's many benefits of sea salt, including its natural antibacterial activity. By gargling and swishing the sea salt with water, you can eliminate bacteria and debris that causes white tongue. Plus, the coarse texture of the sea salt works as an exfoliant. It helps to remove the white coating on the tongue. Unlike table salt, sea salt undergoes very little processing, and this leaves behind healthy trace minerals and elements that can help to ensure the proper fluid balance in the body. Start by combining sea salt and water to create a mouthwash. After using the mouthwash, brush your teeth and tongue with the sea salt mix. Aloe vera has antibacterial, antifungal and anti-inflammatory properties, and that's why it's used to heal infections, wounds, burns and skin irritations. It also contains enzymes, and these help to remove dead cells and promote the regeneration of skin tissue. To remove the white coating on your tongue, swish 1 tablespoon of aloe vera juice in your mouth 2 to 3 times a day until the coating has disappeared. Colloidal silver is known for its antibacterial and antifungal properties, and that's why it's used for prompt action against irritating and highly infectious viruses and bacteria like pink eye, herpes and shingles. Another colloidal silver benefit is it reduces inflammation and boosts cell recovery. To get rid of white tongue, simply swish a tablespoon of colloidal silver with equal parts of water in your mouth for 5 minutes twice a day. Garlic's antifungal activity makes an effective natural treatment for white tongue. Research shows the allicin, one of the active compounds in the garlic, has anti-candidal effects, and it can be just as effective as fluconazole, a drug that's used to treat viral infections, including yeast infections in the mouth. To treat the white tongue, especially when it's the result of oral thrush or bacterial overgrowth, take 1 clove of raw garlic per day, or use an organic raw garlic supplement. Oregano oil has antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal, antiparasitic, antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. It serves as a natural antibiotic, so you can avoid the white tongue that's caused by conventional antibiotic use. A 2010 study published in the Brazilian Journal of Microbiology shows oregano oil has powerful antifungal activity against Candida, and this can represent an alternative treatment to oral thrush, a major cause of white tongue. Pau D'arco Tea has antifungal and anti-inflammatory properties, and it can kill Candida overgrowth in the mouth naturally. To treat the oral thrush or white tongue caused by fungal overgrowth, try making your own Pau D'arco tea at home. You can put 2 cups of bark into 4 cups of boiling water and let it sit for 20 minutes. Then remove the heat and let it cool for at least an hour. Strain the water and drink small portions throughout the day. One of the most important things you can do to prevent and treat white tongue is maintaining proper oral hygiene. Make sure to brush your teeth and gums at least twice a day. You can also try tongue scraping. This is another practice of Ayurvedic medicine, and it can remove bacteria, debris and dead skin cells from your tongue. The tongue scraping helps to get rid of white tongue and improves the smell of your breath. A study that was published in the Journal of Periodontology found a tongue scraper performed better than a toothbrush for reducing the production of volatile sulfur compounds that cause bad breath and other oral hygiene issues. When the papillae, or the small bumps on your tongue, grow, which is perfectly normal, they become more likely to harbour bacteria. Sometimes the natural bumps on your tongue aren't worn down by the daily activities and they look larger than usual. This is when your tongue begins to change colour and texture, and this is more likely to occur when you have poor oral hygiene. Sometimes your tongue can feel sore and have painful bumps. This can be due to accidentally biting your tongue or burning it when you're eating something hot. It can also be caused by food allergies, a bacterial infection, a canker sore, or a cold sore. If you smoke, this can irritate your tongue and cause it to feel sore and make it discoloured. Small bumps on the tongue are usually harmless and only temporary. One bump on only one side of the tongue can be more serious and should be looked at by your dentist, especially if it's painful. If your white tongue doesn't disappear within a few days of trying the natural treatments, speak to a doctor or a dentist. The white tongue can be a symptom of a health condition. To learn about herbs, supplements and natural treatments, or to book a consultation, check out my website.